It started with 3 suitcases washing up along the Chesapeake Bay. Inside, pieces of a man's body, dismembered, carefully packed. The victim, William McGuire, a 61-year-old husband and father. The suspect, his wife, Melanie, a seemingly devoted spouse who just months before had celebrated their 20th wedding anniversary. A loving wife and mother of 2, a doting grandmother and great-grandmother, a church-going woman who volunteered at a local food bank. But beneath that saccharine smile, prosecutors say there was something darker, a secret she'd been keeping from everyone, even her own husband. When William disappeared, Melanie told police she hadn't seen him in weeks, that he'd left their home on February 8th and never returned. But surveillance footage showed Melanie buying those exact suitcases the day before William vanished. There was also the small matter of the gunpowder residue found in their car and the fact that she'd forged his signature on documents to buy a new house. Not just any house, but one located just a short drive away from her lover's home. With the evidence stacked against her, Melanie finally confessed. She told investigators that she and William had been arguing a lot lately, so much so that he'd even moved into a spare bedroom. On the night of February, they got into an argument. She said she went to the bedroom to get some sleep, but when she came back, William was gone. And that was when she decided to confess to her secret. In a chilling 911 call, she told the operator that she'd killed her husband. When officers arrived at the house, they found blood in the bathroom, specifically in the shower and on the bathtub. It was clear that someone had been cut up in that bathroom. But where were the remains? Melanie led them on a wild goose chase, first to a hotel in Baltimore where she'd thrown some of his clothes away, then to a secluded area near Philadelphia where she'd buried some of his personal belongings. And finally, she took them to a landfill in Delaware where she dumped his body. In total, it took authorities 3 weeks to find all of William's remains. Melanie was charged with murder and is now locked behind bars. She'll be eligible for parole in 20 years. If this case creeped you out, we don't blame you. But it raises an important question. How well do you really know the people closest to you? If you found out your spouse had a dark secret, what would you do?